After the completion of this lecture, students will be able to write truth value of quantified statements, write duals of the statement, state the negation of compound statements, and student will be able to state the converse, inverse, and contrapositive implication. Let's see quantifiers. There are two types of the quantifiers called as there exists and for all. So there exists denoted by this symbol. It is look like as a mirror of the capital E, and other one is for all. So for all is denoted by this symbol. It is look like as a shadow image of capital A. There exists means some numbers are exists in set of numbers, and for all means all the numbers in the set of the numbers. So proposition based reasoning works with only with the above quantifiers. Statements involving quantifiers are called quantified statements. Let's see the problem of quantified statements. If A is a set of numbers such as of 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, determine the truth value of each of the following. So first question is, there exists x belongs to A such that x square is less than 0. As I told you that the there exists is denoted by this symbol, and the meaning of this is nothing but some numbers are exist in the set of the numbers. So some numbers are they exist in the set of number in such that x square is less than 0. So you can observe here there is no any such numbers their square is less than 0, so that we can write the truth value of the given statement as there is no any x in A which satisfies the x square less than 0. Therefore the given statement is a false. The truth value of the statement is capital F. Second one is we can read as for all x belongs to A, x is the even number. So meaning of for all is nothing but all numbers in set of the numbers is even. Meaning of this sentence is all numbers in a given set of the numbers is an even number. But if you observe that 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11 are the odd numbers, so we can write for x is equal to 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11 are odd, therefore x is the even number, the statement is false. Truth value of the given statement is capital F. Third problem, there exists denoted by this x belongs to A such that 3x plus 8 which is greater than the 40. So there exists means some number are they exist in the set of the A. If I take x is equal to 11, so 11 into 3 is 33 plus 8 is 41. So I can write the solution as for x is equal to 11, 3x plus 8 is greater than 40. Then I just put here the value of x. So we will get 41 which is the greater than 40, and for 12 we will get the 44 which is the greater than the 40. So we can say that for x is equal to 11 and x is equal to 12, 3x plus 8 is greater than 40, which is the true, because the quantifier is nothing but there exists means some numbers should be exist in the set of the number. So 11 and 12 are the exits. We can say that this statement is true. So truth value of the given statement is capital T. Write the negation of the following statements. For all n belongs to capital N, n square plus n plus 2 is divisible by 4. So negation of these statements, n square plus n plus 2 is not divisible by 4. In previous lecture you have seen this negation of the statement, right? But what about this negation of the quantifier? So it is nothing but for all, the negation of for all is nothing but there exist. So we can write as there exist n belongs to capital n square plus n plus 2 is not divisible by 4. So there exists x belongs to capital N such that x minus 17 is less than 20. Negation of this statement, x minus 17 is less than 20 is nothing but x minus 70 is greater than or equal to 20. And negation of this sign called as of there exist is for all. So we can write the solution for all x belongs to capital N such that x minus 17 is greater than or equal to 20. So negation of this sign is nothing but greater than or equal to 20. Similarly, there exists x belongs to A such that x plus 9 is less than or equal to 15. So negation of this sentence is x plus 9 is greater than 15. And negation of this there exists is nothing but for all. So we can write the negation of this quantified statement is for all x belongs to capital A such that x plus 9 is greater than 15. Okay, so this sign is changed. The negation of the less than or equal to is nothing but greater than. So next example, for all n belongs to capital A such that n plus 7 is greater than 6. Then we can write the negation statement. Similarly, the negation of this sign is nothing but this called as there exists n belongs to A such that n plus 7 is less than or equal to 6. The negation of this sign is this. Write the truth value of the following statements. For all n belongs to capital n square plus n is even number while the n square minus n is a odd number. Then we have to see whether this statement is a true or the false. Here we take suppose n is equal to 2. We can write the solution as for n is equal to 2. So n square plus n is equal to 6, which is even, and n square minus n, just we have to put the value of n is equal to 2. We will get 2, which is also even number. But here they given while n square minus n is an odd number. So that we can say that these statements is a false and the value of the given statement is capital F. Next problem, there exists n belongs to capital N such that the n plus 5 is greater than 10. Solution, if we consider n is equal to 6, then 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So 11 is greater than 10. So there exists means some number are existing set of the number. So we can say that this statement is true and the truth value of given statement is capital T. Then let's see the dual. What is dual? So letter T and C denote tautology and contradictions respectively, and logical connectives such as the OR and T and C are said to be duals of each other. So tautology means in last column of truth tables all values are true or capital T, and contradiction means in last column of truth table all values are capital F. So this is nothing but capital T and capital F, which are the duals of each other, means T, capital T and capital F also duals of each other, small t and C duals of each other, and connectives OR and are duals of each other. So let's see the problem of dual statement. Write dual of the following statements. P and negation P is equal to capital F. This question is asked in HSC 2020 examinations for 1 mark. So dual of this, as I said that the dual of the AND is nothing but OR and dual of F is nothing but capital T. So we can write P or negation P is equal to capital T. So what is the duals of this sentence then? P or Q. So dual of the OR is nothing but AND, so we can write the P and Q. T or P, duals of the T is C and dual of the OR is AND, so we can write the solution C and P. Likewise, just we have to write the duals of each other. We have to just change the signs AND to or to AND, so that we can write the P or Q and R. So likewise, you can see here, just we have to write the duals of the signs. So we can see here, just we have to change the signs and an or, and so that we can say that small t C and or and capital T F are the duals of each other. Write negation of the following compound statements. So P and Q. So negation of P and Q is nothing but just we have to give the negation sign. While doing the negations, just change the sign of AND to or to AND. So negation P or negation Q. This is the answer of these statements. So negation of the bracket P and Q, nothing but negation P or negation P. Just you have to remember this negation in the bracket P implication Q, so that times that will be P and negation Q. Negation of in the bracket P double implication Q, that would be in the bracket P and negation Q bracket complete, or Q and negation P. So what would be negation of this sentence? It is a cold and raining. Okay, so this is compound statement which is combined by the connective called as and negation of and is as I told you that negation of and is or. And what is the negation of this sentence? It is cold, so negation of this sentence is it is not cold. Okay, and it is not running, so we can write the negation of this statement, it is not cold, and negation of and is nothing but or not raining. For all n belongs to capital N square plus n plus 2 is divisible by 4. So negation of this sentence but is not divisible by 4. And what about this? The negation of for all is nothing but there exist. So there exist n belongs to capital N square plus n plus 2 is not divisible by 4. This is the solution of this statement. Negation Q implication P is nothing but negation Q, and here negation of this sentence is a P and negation Q, and here this implication change signs to the and negation signs comes here to P, negation P, and here the sign is changed to or, negation P or Q. There are some examples of negations, just go through it and just remember how to write the negation of the statement. Converse, inverse and contrapositive. For implication P implication Q can obtain three implications called as converse, inverse and contrapositive. So converse of P implication Q is nothing but Q implication P. Here just we have to interchange the position of P and Q. And inverse of P implication Q is nothing but negation sign of P implication negation sign of Q. Here just we provide the negation sign to P and Q. In contrapositive of P implication Q, it is nothing but negation Q implications negation P. Here just we have to interchange the position of the PQ with negation sign. So take an example on this. Write converse, inverse and contrapositive of the following. This is one statements, this is compound statements, and connective is if and then. So if a sequence is bounded, then it is a convergent. So you can see here there are the two statements which is combined by the connective if and then. Let P the statement a sequence is bounded, and the Q statement is nothing but it is convergent. It is combined by if and then connectives, so that it will be P implication Q. So P implication Q is nothing but if and then. Okay, then we have to write the conversion of this. So you know that the conversion of P implication Q is equal to Q implication P. Just we have to interchange the position of each other. So first you have to write the Q sentence, then you have to write P sentence. Therefore the conversion of this statement is, if it is convergent, then a sequence is bounded. Next, inverse of P implication Q, just we have to provide the negation sign to the P and Q. So a negation of this, a sequence is not bounded, and negation of this is it is a not convergent. So we can write that this statement is, if sequence is not bounded, then it is a not convergent. In contrapositive, just I told you that just you have to interchange the P and Q as well as the give negation sign to each. The negation of Q is nothing but it is a not convergent, right first. So if it is not convergent, then sequence is not bounded. So next example, if x is less than y, then x square is less than y square. X, y are the belongs to R. You can see here they are the two statements and combined by the connective if and then. So nothing but P implication Q. So conversion of this, just interchange the positions of PQ, so that first come Q and then come P. So Q, if x square is less than y square, then x less than y. Inverse of P implication Q, just you have to provide negation sign. Statement is nothing but x. Here P is nothing but x less than y. The negation of less than is nothing but greater than or equal to. So that we can write x greater than or equal to y, then x square greater than or equal to y square. Contrapositive of this P implication Q is nothing but just we have to interchange the position of PQ as well as give the negation sign to each. So you have to write the Q first with the negation signs. So the negation of the less than is nothing but greater than or equal to, so that these statements can be written as, if x square greater than or equal to y square, then x greater than or equal to y. Just you have to remember these formulas. Just you have to remember this quantifier. There are the two type of quantifier, such as the there exists and for all. So I told you that there exists means some numbers are exists in the set of the numbers, and for all means all numbers in a set of the numbers. And dual, T and C are the duals to each other. Similarly, T and F are the duals of each other, and or sign and sign are duals of each other. Just you have to remember this. Then how to write the converse, inverse and contrapositive for the implication statements. So converse of P implication Q's, just you have to interchange the position of P and Q. The inverse of P implication Q, just you have to provide the negation sign to for P and Q. And contrapositive P implication Q is nothing but you have to interchange the position of the P and Q with the negation sign. So just remember this, and you can able to solve any type of the problems.